we are, lovely dublab. You can come on in. Mark Frosty McNeil, and I'm going to take you around the office today. This is dublab, which is mostly radio, internet radio. That's what we try to be, is internet radio, and we get mixed up in all sorts of other things along the way, and hopefully we can show you some of those things. You know, we have a new, better banana we've designed. That's all we do, dublab. That's it. Radio that you can listen to, and we have our DJs like Alan, DJ Nobody, Carlos Nino, Jay Logic, Jimmy, Mr. Dintel. We got Koopma, we got Derelict, we got Simon James, we got Morpho, we got Flynn, we got Tom Chasteen, we got Dr. Rock, we got me.
Now we have
Jose. We did this one, which is called dublab Presents Freeways, which came out a couple of years ago on Emperor Norton Records here, and all Los Angeles artists, people that we like, and hopefully other people will like. But this one, which is on Hefty Records out of Chicago, and you can see really tiny. That's the cover of the record, but we only made 1,000 copies and they're all gone. So, oh wait, I have a look at it. This was last summer. It's called Summer, and our good friends at Heavyweight from Montreal did the cover. Tell them about Plug Research. He's more interesting than I am.
Oh yeah. Basically, I run Plug Research here in Los Angeles, share an office with dublab, and we've been around since '94. You guys have, Solo, yes. Let's not forget about Solo, new release. This was the classic Dintel record, another release by us. The Meanest Man Contest, a hip-hop duo out of Oakland. And yeah, this is the office. I basically share this.
Show them some skin! Don't show them your record, show them some skin!
And, excuse me, yeah. Dublab raps gone wild.
Actually, if you want to get the 360-degree view, this is the best view of dublab. If you could sit down, then we can show you the entire world of dublab, round and round, the magical mystery tour. The Beatles have nothing on us. It's happening, it's happening, it's happening.
Oh, I'm sick.
Do you want to see the studio? Should we check out the studio? It'll be interesting. See, this is actually my boss, so I gotta pretend like I'm good around him, you know, or else he'll wrestle me. Look at this. This is the studio where all of the magic happens. So we record all our shows here. Our guest DJs, our residents, come over here. Let's see what we have. So this is where the shows are recorded. The DJs do their wiki, not really much of that, but play records and CDs and talk on the microphone. So it's easy, simple. And we just record in the computer and send it out to the world. Mostly it's radio. That's the key for what we do, is a lot of radio, because that's what people, it's international audience. So with the international audience, you have to, realize that most of these people aren't in Los Angeles and they can't come to the parties and stuff we do here. So the way that we can provide them with music and share music with them is by playing music online. And so we do that. We have about 100,000 people a month from around the world listen, and so they're very just great, supportive listeners. And we do T-shirts. We put out T-shirts we just started. We make our own T-shirts. We have Shinola, Cozy and Dan, Mr. Scruff, Jeff McFetridge, Alex Glure, Rob Fang, a bunch of people doing shirts. So we're going to do a series of shirts. Every night of the week, you go out in Los Angeles, there's a dublab DJ lurking around with records and playing records somewhere and doing their thing. So it's exciting. We have fun, and we just put on our first art show ever called Up Our Sleeve. They're basically like this, minus the record. So you can, we passed out 300 of these, I think, or to people all over the place, just plain white sleeves. And we had 150 artists, 156 now, I believe, contribute. So we have over 200 record sleeves done. And we had our first show in Los Angeles with these sleeves and all sorts of different sleeves, and it was fun.
Okay, so my name is Brandy Flower, and I'm an art director for Sony Music in Santa Monica. I met the dublab guys about 2 years ago through mutual friends and artists that I've helped design CD packages and flyers for. And for their 3.5-year anniversary party, Mark invited me to stage a larger art show. So we came up with an idea that everyone would design a record cover. These guys really love vinyl records, so it just kind of made sense to do something musical themed, and came up our sleeve. This is a sleeve by the photographer B+. He decided he was going to include some of his unpublished work, and this is our good buddy Dr. Dre, and yeah, there's Puffy inside. It pretty much goes as a set. So these are shots from 1986 that he took, that he's never published before. This is Keith Tamashiro from Soap Design. He designs a lot of B+'s artwork, works with the Mochilla. Here's the Hayes sleeve. He sent it very promptly in, doing a trademark Hayes star. He's very proud to have him in the show. Here's Logan's sleeve. Logan depicted Delilah, who was, I think, famous in the 50s. Here's the second Graphic Havoc sleeve. Good friend Peter Rentz. And this is going to be the back of the book, because I really like this side, because you put a little sign that said, "This side sucks." This is Glenn Friedman. He's a photographer that probably people are familiar with all of his Dogtown work. This is artist Jordan Crane. He's a great illustrator, does his Non book. This is Mike Mills' second sleeve. It's a really beautiful one. The colored pencils, again, the delicate lines. Tim Coe's sleeve. He decided to list all of his favorite bands on it, which is really fun. And here's my sleeve, another one. This is, I think, the first sleeve that was made. Here's a sleeve by Mr. Scruff, DJ from Manchester. He's been a big supporter of dublab. Whenever he comes into town, he always lays down a set. Here's the Cozy and Dan sleeve. This is the dublab offices in the round. You can see Frosty down here. Our good man John Buck hanging out upside down. and Alan, who runs Plug Research Records. The last sleeve, appropriately dublab. And I think that everyone is an artist and everyone can create, and I think so much about a piece of art is somebody's interpretation of it. Everybody has a different interpretation of what something is, what they bring to it. I think you can make something and you can even create a name, words, very strong imagery, but everyone's going to interpret that a different way. And that's what the show kind of does, I think, too, is all of these sleeves have just so many different styles of art that the viewer can kind of imagine what music could be coming out of these sleeves. And I think the fact that so many people have that connection with music and record covers, that the show's such a success that way. People can relate to it. It's not something that's so abstract that they want to figure out, like, what does it mean? I don't understand it, which is fine too, but people want to try to know why an artist did that. Mark kind of put it good in the sleeve notes. He said that someday songs might be sung for these covers. So I thought that was cool.